welcome everybody to another Age of Radio Mercury, your home for podcasting and pop culture news, live from Game On Expo in Phoenix, Arizona at the Phoenix Convention Center. We will be here all weekend long, March 13th, 14th, and 15th, which March 13th is over. So that is the 15th that you're watching this right now.
14th.
Oh, shoot. See, I'm not good at dates in any way whatsoever.
Today is Saturday the 14th.
I know. Today's Saturday the 14th. I'm living in the future, apparently. But we had an amazing day yesterday. And if you weren't able to be here, this is the kind of stuff that you are missing at Game On Expo. I think I hit that too early where it cut it off. But you get the gist of what's happening.
Yeah.
And I am here with my amazing co-host. I have the beautiful Jinx at the Jinx Cosplay and the beautiful Joey from Joey Galvez 1984. Make sure that you follow them on Instagram or other social media platforms. Jinx, how's your morning going?
Oh, you know what? I got coffee in me. I'm not an early morning riser, but here I am, and I'm in cosplay.
Yes, so tell me, who are you cosplaying as?
I'm cosplaying as Tifa from Final Fantasy VII Remake in her wall market dress. So I actually made this one. I'm so proud of it.
When you told me Walmart, because it's Walmart.
Yes,
okay.
not
When
Walmart.
you said that earlier, I thought you said Walmart dress, and I'm like, they have
I know.
Walmart in Final Fantasy VII?
I mean, kind
Nice.
of like.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
Walmart is like the Vegas of Final Fantasy. So.
Joey, how's
How's your
morning?
dress?
How's your dress?
My dress? I made this dress.
He actually did make that shirt, didn't you?
Yes, I had this shirt. Yes, correct.
Well, that is awesome. Are you guys excited for another Game On Expo event?
Yes.
today?
Yeah.
Yes, I am excited. We had a lot of fun already this morning. Me
Mm-hmm.
and Jinx ran around the con finding some really cool content, and we found some really cool
Yeah,
stuff.
harassing vendors. We're so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to
That
get
was
to
fun.
see some of those throughout the day of those amazing segments that each of them did. But before we get started on that, I do want to talk a little bit about, we actually have some of the, and I don't have this on the screen yet, and I don't think I'm going to, but I want to talk a little bit about these voice actors that are at the event. These are all Final Fantasy VII voice actors that are here?
Yes, so I am super excited about this. I met Britt Barron, who is the voice of Tifa, at a couple Game On Expos ago, and they have never had this many of the Final Fantasy voice actors here.
Wow.
They have Cody Christian, who does Cloud. They have Tyler Hoechlin, who is Sephiroth. Brianna White, who started as a gamer, so she actually streams herself and got this awesome gig as Aerith. Susie Young is Yuffie. John Eric Bentley, I think, is my favorite voice. He does Barrett Wallace.
Very cool.
So super excited. There is a panel, and you can do group photos with them too, but that's a little bit pricey.
And I think Tyler Hoechlin was he's Superman, right?
Oh, I did not
Lois
know
and-
that.
Lois and-
But
Yeah, that's him right there. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
gosh.
I was trying to get this to share on the screen. I don't know what was happening. All right, but I want to talk about Britt Barron. You got to meet her last year, and it was, but that wasn't here. That
it
was.
was.
That, oh,
it was
a
at Game On Expo. I don't think it was last year, but I think it was the year before. I'm not entirely sure.
No, because I was at whatever event it was.
Oh, it wasn't last year because you did last year. You were doing the
Oh,
the Blitz
so
online.
but that was the first year I was at Game On, and the year that you met her, I was at an event. So was it at Phoenix Fan Fusion?
Nope, it was at Game On Expo. She was here. I was dressed as Ever Crisis Tifa, which I'll be wearing tomorrow. And I had this picture, this drawing that I made because Final Fantasy VII originally came out in 1997, and I was in 7th grade. And I loved Tifa because there was not enough female gamer representation. So I drew a picture of Tifa. And I brought it for Britt to sign, and she was like, "Oh my
Wow.
God, this is
That
one of
is
my
cool.
most memorable moments."
You know what that is? I would say that's amazing.
Oh.
Let's see if
There it
Dustin
is.
hits it.
Like
Did
a
he?
full circle.
Oh, there it is. There's the
Yeah.
amazing.
So that was exciting.
Well, that is awesome.
I might have cried.
Who else would you want to meet
That's
on
way
this? Because
cool.
this is like your favorite
that.
game.
I mean, John Eric Bentley, like I said, I think is the best voice in the whole game. Man, in Rebirth, I was like in tears over his voice. And Cody Christian, because, you know, I'm a Cloud fangirl.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Well, we also still have our con cam as well. It's not actually at the table, but I'm going to kick over to the con cam here in one moment so we can see kind of some of the stuff that you're missing if you're watching this live or you're watching this later, because we want to get more and more people out into the conference. So, Dustin, can you kick over to the con cam so we can see what's going on?
Ooh. There's people.
Oh,
There are people. I'm really excited about that. There's people. I was at this right here, that company. I think it's called their Collector.
Collectors.
It's Collector
Mark?
Protector.
Okay.
It's Collector Protector, and they grade video games.
Okay.
Which
Very
I
cool.
think is crazy because some of them were going for. There was a DuckTales 2 that was
Oh, yeah?
graded
That's
like
really cool.
9.9 or something,
Yeah.
and it was $5,000.
And
Yeah,
that's probably
'cause-
the highest graded ever. So
And
far.
recently, they just opened up grading to other things like
Other
that.
products.
Other like things other than books and cards and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
is really cool.
They had a Karate Kid. I think it was an 8mm. You could put the movie.
Oh,
It
yes.
looked like a tape, and
Yeah.
you could put it into a camera, and then
Yeah.
you could watch the movie from the camera.
That's
Crazy.
awesome.
They have one
I love that.
graded, pretty high grade. It's $100. I couldn't watch it because I don't have the device. But I think I might buy it because.
But that's the
it's
thing
cool.
is how
It-
much
right.
will the device cost? A
Right,
couple
that-
thousand, because it's
Oh,
probably hard to find.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know.
point. That's a
Yeah.
good
You know?
point. But I love Karate Kid Part 2, so I just
Oh,
brought
there
that
you
up.
And what's interesting about that booth is we have a hidden creator
Ooh.
that is.
Is it Dustin? You keep
no,
looking
no.
at Dustin.
The hidden,
I know, like,
there's a
looking at
hidden
Dustin.
creator who is actually part of that business. He's the creator of Kanto. He's a comic book creator. His name is David Boer, and they are. He's a twin, and they're both here.
Oh, he's the one that does the Ghostbusters writing, he said.
Possibly,
Yeah,
yes.
he's
yes.
the brother probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
He had a slam
Yeah,
where he said, I do
twins.
go. Yeah.
David
Yeah.
Boer, and they're twins, and sometimes it is a little bit difficult to figure. And she has difficulties with twins as well.
Wait, they were triplets. So we
Triplets.
passed by a friend, and I'm like, which one are you? And he was in costume. So to be fair, you know,
Who's a triplet
triplets,
that's in
the-
the costume?
they're in the Fallout group.
The Fallout
Oh,
triplets.
okay.
We'll
do
call
they
them-
all do Fallout cosplay together?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
really
Remember
cool.
they were at the last.
It's a shout out to
We
the Arizona
digress. We
Republic.
digress.
I
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it. Not
All
shouting
right,
out,
so
but-
we're here in the morning. You have your coffee. Joey has coffee. I'm actually on a 5th coffee, so this one's decaf to calm me down a little bit because I get a little rambunctious at these things. So, but you had the opportunity to interview a coffee company this morning. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You know what? They were like ready to go at like 10:05, which makes sense because they probably had their own coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
But we did check out Dragon Rose Coffee. They're based in Denver, Colorado, and so appropriate because they name their coffees after like D&D, like classes and stuff like that. And of course, gamers do not wake up early. I usually game late
Yeah.
into the night. Like this was early for me, so you gotta have your coffee.
All right, well, let's go over to that segment right now, and this is Jinx interviewing Dragon Roast Coffee.
And pop culture news at Game On Expo 2026. We're checking out some vendors here. I am at Dragon Roast Coffee. That's right, get your geek on and your coffee on for your early morning expo. So I have with me Ethan and Axie, and we're going to talk a little bit about what this company is about. So Ethan, tell me who you are. Tell me what you do.
So I am the owner of Dragon Roast Coffee. We started this company a few years ago as a way to keep my fellow nerds awake. Or I also have a really good decaf if you're a dungeon master for the end of your games if you want coffee and ice cream, little nightcap, and then sleep the next day.
Ooh, that is a really good pitch. So where are you guys based?
So we're in Denver, Colorado, and funny enough, so Phoenix, Arizona is kind of our second home. Our very first con we ever did was Fan Fusion a few years ago, and then we did Game On Expo right after that and fell in love. So we've been doing a lot in Phoenix, and we just kind of love this area. So.
Awesome. So how did the company start and come about?
So I was a YouTuber and Twitch streamer full time for about 12 years, and I was wanting to get out of that world because I was kind of over it. So I wanted to blend my two passions. I've been a coffee roaster for a long time of just coffee and I have to say like a system agnostic fantasy role playing game. Not one specific one. So just tabletop role playing games, gaming, nerdum, coffee, put them together. And yeah, we take a character class from an RPG as the theme for our coffee, and then we build around what I think the flavors of that would be. So like my druid is very nature and berries, and my monk is my decaf because it's serenity and tranquility. So yeah, that's what we do.
That is awesome. Axie, which one is your favorite?
Oh man, okay, so you asked me the best question because it's always the druid, the one that's hiding behind you. I play druid in D&D. I love playing a druid, and it's an Ethiopian yurk chef. It's one of my favorites. It's like a light roast, very fruity. It just kind of sits on the tongue really nice, and I've always been a light roast drinker. He can tell you that.
So I'm in Rogue. So what is the Rogue?
So Rogue is a Mexico Chiapas. It's very nutty. I say it's granola-y, which isn't a word. I think the word is granola-like. But it's very like brown sugar, like a morning, kind of like what you'd say in air quotes a breakfast blend. And yeah, we source all of our coffees direct with every farm we work with. So we import the coffees, make sure that they're providing livable wages to their farmers, have ethical working environments, regenerative farming techniques, so we can kind of like put back some into the world because we're all in this kind of like nightmare together. So we just kind of get some positivity in the world, make sure everyone around the in all these other countries can survive and try and help some. So yeah.
And in what forms do you sell the coffee in?
So we sell everything whole bean at events. We do offer ground coffee on our websites. Websites as if I have multiple. There's one website. But we can ship direct. We go to events. And we also do wholesale. If you have a game store, we sell through a lot of game stores. I think we're in like 37 game stores or so in the country. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so any last words, Axie?
Oh man. Well, I mean, if you ever get coffee from us, it'll be coming from my hands. My little face is the person who you will see if you ever come over here and come and say hi. So come and say hi.
Yeah.
And how about you, Ethan?
Make sure you play some awesome games this weekend in this life. Like, take time for yourself. Try some new tabletop role-playing games if you haven't. Dungeons & Dragons isn't the only one out there, so play some fun fantasy games, some sci-fi games, reconnect with your fellow nerds, and just relax and enjoy yourself.
Awesome. Well, good advice. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I mean, it was difficult with the tripod, or was it easy to do?
It was an experience.
Yeah, but we definitely
did
3 and we like improved every time, so it was good practice.
I think the more and more we do it, the better we'll get.
Yeah, and if you were out there and you were hearing an echo on that video, we punched Dustin in the face, and I think that we got it fixed. So we're going to go to another video here in a minute. I had the opportunity to interview a gentleman named. I had the opportunity to view a gentleman named Nick, and I believe that we were muted, so I apologize. Let's do all of that again. Joey, how was the stuff that you, in 2 seconds, Joey, you did the interviewing this morning. How was it fun doing the tripod?
It was fun. It was an experience. Every time that we do it, we're going to be learning better. You're doing a lot better.
Yeah.
I said this a lot easier and a lot cooler. a second ago when we were muted.
Jeremy's hand
so,
slipped.
I mean,
and
whatever.
Yeah, well, I was yelling at Dustin about the echo, and I muted myself.
It's probably a
to
good
be on
thing
the
that
safe.
because you were going on a little tirade about Phoenix.
Oh
Phoenix
yeah, so Flair.
No,
I'm
but
just
hey,
kidding.
we love it here.
Phoenix we
love-
love
oh, we
Phoenix.
love
Oh no,
Phoenix
it got
Comic-Con.
shit. We love
Phoenix
Phoenix
Comic-
Convention Center. Phoenix Convention Center we love. We're at Game On Expo.
Our second take wasn't as good.
Yeah,
but anyway.
the second take was horrible. All right, so I had the opportunity to interview Nick from Monsoon Studios, and get this, he creates retro games for old consoles.
Cool.
So he makes his own games, but they're on
Oh.
old consoles. So like we were playing on an old top-load Nintendo system of a game that he made.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it was really cool. So I'm going to kick it
So he
over.
makes the cartridge?
He makes.
So-
I'm sure he might buy
or is
the
it all like an emulator in the
No,
system?
no, no. He does the circuitry
wow,
for it.
that's
He
so
builds the
cool.
cartridge. He does the design for it. He does the
Jeez.
developing for it. I think he said that
One-man
this
show.
one took him
Yeah.
like 3 years
Yeah,
to make.
They put it on Kickstarter. They funded it, and then now they have it on their.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
out there in
one-man
the world.
show.
Yeah.
So
Really
this
cool.
is me interviewing Nick from Monsoon Studios about his video game Copper Jacket. This is Jeremy from Age of Radio, Mercury, your home for podcasting and pop culture news, and we are continuing our journey here at Game On I'm really Expo
uh,
uh,
Oh,
excited about this technical
2026
in Phoenix, Arizona at the Phoenix Convention Center. Here, the founder Monsoon Studios, and he has a game that I want to talk to him a little bit about. So Nick, how is your morning going? I know the convention hasn't opened yet.
It's going pretty well. A little tired, but doing good.
All right, so you started Monsoon Studios. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what type of video games you develop? Because there's something really unique about them.
Yeah, so the kind of games I develop are retro games. So I target older systems, older meaning before the year 2000. So Atari, NES, SNES. Something I always wanted to do is make older games. 'Cause this is the stuff I grew up with. So that's what I do here.
That is crazy. So essentially you make games that can be played on a console like this is a Nintendo Entertainment System, but this is a FamCon or FamCon. Is that what it?
No, so this is the re-release of the NES. It's called the Top Loader.
Got
so in the 90s, they kind of redesigned it, and it was kind of short-lived because the SNES came out a few years later, and you can kind of see the resemblance between the two. Yeah, top-loading cartridge. I personally like it
Yeah.
more than the front loader.
Yeah, that's awesome. So tell me a little bit about this game that you developed. We got a cartridge right here. It's called Copper Jacket, and for anybody that's into retro gaming, it looks similar to like the old, I guess, not cartridges, but the packaging, kind of the old packaging. So tell me a little bit about Copper Jacket.
Yeah, so it's basically a rescue mission game. So you play as a soldier who's on a mission to save your wife-to-be from the evil commander Zavlaski. You have to battle your way through his personal army, which is composed of soldiers and turrets and tanks. It's an epic mission, and it's 1 to 2 players. It's a lot of fun. A lot of people really enjoy the game.
That's really cool. So creating something like this, you did all of the developing, you did all of the artwork even, and
Yes.
like all of it. So for how long did it take for you to develop something like this?
So it took about a year to develop the game itself. So coming up with the engine, also developing the art assets like the graphics and composing the music. All that took about a year, and then it took another year to learn how to develop the circuitry for the system and CAD all that up and design that and assemble it.
Wow, that is a lot. And is this your first game?
So I've developed other games in the past, but that was the real amateurish, In the 2000s, I made some Flash games, and in the 2010s, I did some stuff on Steam Greenlight back in the day. But nowadays, I kind of focus more on this.
That is awesome, Nick. Well, let me go ahead. Let me actually get you playing the game. I would probably be horrible at it. So let's get you playing it, and then maybe I'll give it a whirl.
All right, so like I said, it's a shooter game, kind of like Contra, but it's vertical scrolling. So here we have the main character, and our main weapon is a rifle, and we can basically shoot down enemies. Very similar to the top-down versions in Contra. Health is tracked by the little number in the corner of the screen, and there's no live system. You get infinite lives, basically, but when you die, you get kicked back to the very beginning of the stage, not the beginning of like the whole game or the whole world.
Just at the beginning of that specific stage.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can take over from you to see how horrible I am. Let me see here.
So just head start.
Okay, start. And then I had to go up on this tree thing. Can I walk anywhere? No. Okay.
No.
I see.
Yeah.
Can I? Oh my gosh, what was that?
So that's a bomb. So if you press the A button, you can place a bomb. And you
Okay,
press
good.
the A button again, you can detonate it.
Fantastic. So I can do something like this. Boop. Okay, I got one guy out of that maybe. Oh no.
Nice.
No.
So you can shoot the barrel. You can collect certain items.
Oh,
That's
nice.
a health pack.
Nice. Oh no, I walked in water. Oh no, there's a guy shooting me from a thing. All right, well, I don't want to get lost all day playing this. That is really, really fun.
Awesome.
It does remind me, like you said, Contra, which is really, really cool. So have you had any, when did this launch?
So I did a Kickstarter a few years back, and it took me about a year to actually deliver it. I planned for all that. I had the game already done by then, and this was like 2022, I want to say. But this was during the chip shortage crisis, and yeah, thankfully I had allotted enough time to compensate for that. So yeah, I started selling in 2023 and been going to conventions ever since.
That's awesome. Well, last question for you, Nick. Where can people find you, and where can they purchase the game?
So you can find me on monsoonstudios.net, and you can purchase it from my website, or if you find me here at a convention.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate your time. And again, this is Jeremy from Age of Radio Mercury, your home for podcasting and pop culture news. And we are again here at Game On Expo. So hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, it was really cool being able to see Nick, and what he does, I think, is amazing.
Yeah.
that freaking
So
game
amazing.
is cool. That's way cool. And then he had a really cool TV too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and he had the old retro television.
He
too.
like followed
So
the whole thing.
all of you Gen Zers out there in Alpha, maybe probably more. Yeah,
Not alphas,
young
Gen
Gen
Zers
Zers
and Zennials.
Zennials,
Maybe Zennials, yeah.
And well, I guess Alphas are like 13 now.
I guess.
I
Okay.
guess, that was a television.
They get to be the new Gen
That
X,
was a
I guess.
television.
That was a television back in the day.
had-
They were
it had
this
two-
big. They were 700 pounds.
Yep.
They were roughly my size, and they were ginormous. But, all right, so we have a great show in store for you today. So, Jinx, what do we have coming up? Well, you're doing something at noon, correct?
Yeah, I'm going to be interviewing the Fire Team Phoenix. They're a Halo-based cosplay group, and we do have some like really cool like game competitions, like our brand new Beat Daryl series.
Yeah, if you
Yes.
want to. And
Yes.
we're going to do something cool that you guys don't know that we're doing for Beat Daryl. But
Oh.
anybody that plays Beat Daryl Street Fighter 6,
Okay.
anybody that plays, they're also going to be put into a raffle that after the Beat Daryl segment's over, we're going to draw, and
Heck
whoever
yeah.
wins that raffle wins a Street Fighter 6 Switch 2.
Yes.
Because I don't know how
Okay.
to order
I
on
am
Amazon,
playing.
and I ordered like 2 Street Fighter 6s, and so now we just
Okay.
have an extra one.
Okay,
So-
well, guys, we
The games, not
Yeah.
not a Switch 2. The
Yeah,
games.
not a Switch 2. I didn't go that
Oh, the
hard like we did on
games.
2.
Right.
Street Fighter 6
On
is what
the
you can
Switch
win.
on
So,
the Switch 2.
and I'm
Yes.
trying to pull up the schedule. I think that is at 3 p.m. today. I'm not sure. Come by our booth at 1113 and check it out, and come find out when we're doing the Street Fighter 6 segment, and you can get put into a raffle. Whether you beat Daryl or not, you're going to be put into the raffle. But if you come and play, you have the opportunity to win a few prizes as well. Jinx, go ahead and show up some of the other cool things that we found that they could win.
Yeah, so Bree's been checking out all the exhibitors. So all these prizes you can get here at Game On Expo, like these really beautiful pressed flower art. Here we have Kirby in my left hand as Link, and then Cell from Dragon Ball. These are art created. You can see the flowers in the back. I actually have one of these. I have shampoo that a friend gifted me, and this is by Mimu Art at booth 760. So this is one of the giveaways that you can get if you come and try and beat Daryl.
Yes, and
This is so cool.
It's so
these are
pretty.
Yeah.
these are real flowers
Yeah.
and real petals pressed inside glass and drawn on front as a character. That's such a cool idea.
And that's going to be at 3:30 p.m. today, March 14th. at
Good
Game On
job.
Expo at booth 1113, and you just got to beat Daryl. You can win a prize, and you can be put into a raffle to win Street Fighter 6. We are then also, too, that I didn't mention, we are doing Foam Talk today with Danielle. Everybody loves some Foam Talk. We have a whole
Foam
nother.
Talk.
We got to get a
Foam
jingle.
Talk.
We got to get a jingle.
Ryan,
foam
make us a
talk.
jingle.
A foam
Ryan's like, I
talk
have no
jingle.
idea. And everybody's like, who's Ryan? Okay, so, but Danielle's going to come. We're going to do an actual foam display, foam segment. We're going to play with some, like, EVA foam that they use in cosplay. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to be right after the Fire Team interview at 12:30. And then we are going to be doing Beat Daryl at 3:30. And then myself and Chuck are getting a live tattoo at 2 p.m.
Oh
Mushroom.
my gosh.
Live tattoo. You going to do mushroom tattoo?
I'm sure if they're gonna do, because they got 2 people on the schedule.
Yeah, that's true. It's
If
me
he
and
could do
Chuck.
3, yes.
All right, well,
if
so
not,
Moving
no.
forward, we're going to do matching tattoos at every con. I don't
Okay.
know how that's going to work or play out and what we're going to get, but I'm going to
Well,
go
someone
for
has
it
to
and
get
have
my
fun.
tattoo then.
That
Who's
is true.
gonna
We
get a
did-
calcifer?
I'll get a calc-
Okay.
I'll get
there
it-
we go.
oh,
We got
Bree will get a
will get a
calcifer.
calcifer.
You and Bree.
There we go. We
All
have
right.
to have some sort of matching thing to tie us all together.
And then we also, at 5 p.m. tonight, we are going to do a live demonstration from a game called Love Hate with Liz. I don't know fully what it's about, but myself, Jinx, and Joey, and maybe Chuck are going to play this game live. I don't know how it's going to go about, but we're going to have a fun time, and you're
Yes.
going to learn about it.
We might hate love it or love hate it.
Oh,
Well, good point.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, you can watch this wherever you're watching it. We're going to be throughout the day, so make sure that you like and subscribe to it so you get notified when we go live. And again, this is Joey Galvez, 1984. This is the Jinx Cosplay. My name's Jeremy. And
The
you guys,
Jeremy.
The Jeremy at Age of Jeremy. And you guys have been watching Mercury, your home for podcasting and other pop culture news. And as I always say, be thankful, grateful, and kind. Stay tuned because we have a great show in store, and we'll talk with you soon. Bye.
bye.